Hi everyone, this is LabQ and I would like to invite you for the review of the SB fingerboards trucks. This is the new company, came out early this year actually. It was the first drop in January. I got it today. I've ordered it by my own money, paid with my own money, so nothing to do with any sponsorships or whatever. So it will be my honest review of those. So first of all, what we get in the box, I've ordered two pairs of trucks. One is already on the board. So you've got basically the bunch of stickers of SB fingerboards. And then you've got a bag with a small tool, and what is really nice about it is that you get one extra lock nut and one extra screw, which is super helpful because if you are like running out of lock nuts, you're really screwed up. So a screw and a lock nut included, and a small Chinese tool, which is like a regular tech deck or whatever tool, same as the dynamic trucks. And also two very lovely Krufka caramels. So the packaging is the wooden box, which is really nice, made of birch wood, I believe. It's really nice, shiny, with engraved logo of SB fingerboards, professional fingerboards, established 2021. So unfortunately you cannot fit any deck in it because it's too small, or you just need to write super small decks. So let's open it up. My first impressions after unboxing it and packing, it's like they are absolutely mesmerizing. I mean, it's like you see from the box that it's like a top notch of a quality and whatever. So it holds up in some kind of whatever tape, but it's like a really thick tape, so you cannot use it for writing. It's like, I don't know, half centimeter tape, whatever. So the box is really nice, and you've got the trucks. And the trucks, I've already put one set on this board here, which is a sex deck, and those two are the Bellini decks. This is my main setup. This is the most beloved deck. This is a new board, which is wider, and yeah, that's how they look. They look absolutely outstanding. So you can see, I don't know, I hope you can see. Sorry for my fingers. It's fucked up. Never mind. So you can see on the base plates that you can see the CNC machine cutting stuff was happening here. So no like 3D printing or whatever. And then on the top is like really nice thing. And you see the mold inserts, inlays or whatever. So this is the only thing actually that is not super nice, I think. This mold rests, but otherwise it comes with bushings that are really soft and super responsive, like very responsive, very soft and very responsive. So for me, the straight from the package it works absolutely perfect. I really like how it works, how it writes. Yeah, but nevertheless, let's start still with the track itself. It's the heaviness, I would say, is probably the same as BRTs. I don't have any weight to measure it, but yeah, it's for sure it's less wide than BRTs. Those are two sets of 34 BRTs, BRT trucks, Black River trucks. So there is really like this 1 millimeter difference in it. You can see it pretty clearly if you set it up properly. It's not easy, but it's longer, like for this. Yeah, you can see it's longer. So it fits really nice with the 33 millimeter decks. You cannot see the wheels from above, which is really nice also. So it's like the perfect what you get. And yeah, the base plates itself, they're pretty roughly cut. So it's like all those scratches that I made here is with the with the track itself, because I wanted to check how sharp it is, and the edges are really sharp. So I don't know. For me, it's fine because you don't feel it when you write on the box or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's really nice. The pivot cap comes through whole the base plate, yeah, to the other side. So yeah, basically you take it out from here, and I have no idea how it's mounted, the kingpin, but it's mounted like this. I think it's screwed in. Yes, it is screwed in, and I don't know, probably glued in or whatever, but I can see the thread inside the base plate. So yeah, and the screws are mainly like in the dynamic tracks, so the thread is pretty narrow, not as wide as the BRTs. So in the wide, one thing is a bad thing, and then on the second side is a good thing, because in dynamic tracks I found out that they are running out pretty quickly, the base plates. So the threads are not holding up properly for a long time. But then you can exchange those screw with a BRT screw, and they will hold up really well if you fuck up your thread in the base plate. But also in those trucks, the base plate here, it's really thick. So I don't think that there will be really fast a problem with the thread inside. So this is what I really like about them, that comparing to like the BRTs, I would need to take out the screws, wait a second, to show you that it's like really, you can see how much thicker the base plate in those SB trucks is. How much thicker than the BRT. Look at this. It's like really thicker, like almost twice as thick as BRT. So I don't think that you will run out of the thread here, which is really good. And also those screws are like, I don't know, 0.5 millimeter or something like that longer than the BRT screws. So if you are using, for example, old flint deck or whatever that has not had as deep holes for the screws, you can use basically those and it will be all fine. It works really well. So when you screw them in, it looks like this. So it's really, you have a lot of screw out here. And on the sex deck, you really need a lot of screw, because on this particular deck, you really need those. Because for example, in the Bellini decks, you don't. Because the hole for the screw from this side is really deep. So the screws come out like totally nice. So according to like measurements and stuff, I think that those are tiny bit higher than BRTs, which I really like, because it works really well for the low profile decks, like low kicks or short decks. It's really gives you tiny bit more pop, which I really like. And the turning radius, it's pretty much the same as in the BRTs. Maybe I can show it to you. So like this is the BRT. Oh, sorry, that's stupid, because those are like super big wheels. This is like small wheels. So I think it's the same turning radius as in BRTs, maybe tiny bit more even, I guess. But I really like it. I don't know if they are as high as, for example, Y trucks, because I don't have Y trucks with me. But I believe they are a tiny bit lower. It's like between the BRTs and Y trucks in the heights of it. It's totally 33 millimeters wide, so it's really nicely fit with boards. It really nice locks up on the crooked grinds or whatever. Um, like really nice works and goes up, goes out of the truck of the uh, ledge or whatever, because it's a really responsive truck. And according to riding, I was riding them for now like, I don't know, half an hour maybe, and they really performs well. I'm really obsessed about them. Uh, I think that like it's a tiny bit different center point of the weight of the deck. It's changed a bit, because before I've had 34 millimeters BRTs on this deck, and it changed a bit, so you need to adjust. But I feel like I have more consistent. I've got more consistent in the tricks. So it's really nice trucks, and they look absolutely the best in my opinion. Of course, they look absolutely the best in the game from what we can have now. All those UAG trucks or whatever, and caramel trucks, and they really look good. But those, for me, they look absolutely perfect. So I would really recommend them for all the BRTs lovers, because it's really worth to try it. It's totally different than dynamic tracks, because dynamic tracks will be 1.5 millimeter lower than those. The turning radius on dynamic tracks is less, so you won't turn as much on this as on those trucks. And they are also much lighter than those trucks, that's for sure. So I would recommend those tracks for lovers of BRTs, or maybe Y trucks if you like high trucks, but Y trucks are also like super light. So I really like recommend those tracks, and especially that they are like I guess 40 euros, right? So you get those tracks for 10 euros less than BRTs actually, and you got the shipping from Poland with tracking numbers and stuff, and it's also like almost the same price, like 5 euros, I guess. So I really like recommend those SB trucks, and then the second pair that I have here, I will put them on my Bellini deck, and I'm sure that it will be a fantastic match with any deck, which is 32 or 33 or 34 millimeters. It will fit both. This is the perfect in between track for 32 millimeter decks and 34 all as well. It will work really good. So yeah, keep it up, keep fingerboarding, have fun, and buy those tracks. Go and buy them on the next drop. See you.